Okay, this is Snowball, and I'd like to thank anybody who came here to see this. And here goes a picture, video of our past rabbit who just recently passed away. This is Sherry. She was originally owned by somebody else, but they couldn't take him along with them, so they put him back in the pet shop. And rabbit was like $15. When we saw her, it was like it was already trained and everything, so we gave it a home. And then later on, we thought she needed a friend, so that's when we got Snowball here. We got her when she was like a really small bunny rabbit, just been born. And actually, because Sherry was the oldest, more trained and everything, Snowball started mimicking a little bit of Sherry. Let's say a little, let's if anything. Well, Sherry doesn't have that much fear. And she's a lot social, but when she's outdoors, she likes to play. When she likes to run around, as long as she knew that was Sherry was around. But since Sherry had passed away, she didn't like going outside. She knew on that day when she passed away, she didn't really want to play. She wanted to be close to everybody else. And meant we had to find someone so Sherry could be social with. See, Sherry looks Snowball. You can see body wise, she's a little bit bigger, even though right there she's about 5 years old, opposed to Sherry being 14. So you seen over the time she slowly was losing weight around that time. You always had a little patch of hair on the back of her neck that never grew back in 4 years. Sherry used to like eat the dandelions and all. Okay, I am doing this editing on the Corel's VideoStudio X9. Right now I'm just using the trial edition just to see how it goes. And I'm doing the narration as I'm playing the thing back and looking at the video footage as it's doing it. After I put like some of my text in. I haven't added music in it yet because YouTube system is sort of weird. Even the music that they give you that it doesn't have problems with copyright, it will throw me a copyright clause against itself. And I'm like, what music from YouTube? I don't know why it's doing it. So I even got my own stuff that I paid for copyright stuff on this from Music Factory or Bake. What was it? Music Factory or what was it? Uh, thing I paid back a while back in around in 19 late 80s. I have on this, but it seems weird. Mostly, if you have rabbits and stuff like that, make sure if you let them run around your backyard, don't put no chemicals down or pesticides or anything to keep dandelions because they tend to normally eat the growth, and we not never really did any pesticides or anything like that or bug spray or something like that back there. The only things we had problems with is in the last few years was these raccoons. First it started being like one or two, and then all of a sudden you got a family at night of 8 to 10. I captured most of them and I videotaped them, so if you want to see them, I'll give you a link up there and you can see some of them that we got in cages and shipped them off into the woods. I'm not sure that I get the mother, but I think I got most of her babies. So I'm not even sure about the father, because I know they followed their mother into our yard almost every other night until I shipped them off. Which later on you'll see why it might have been a good idea to do. Okay, and this is in winter time. Rabbits, indoor rabbits and outdoor rabbits are actually two different breeds. We don't usually in the wintertime let the rabbits come out unless it's above 35 degrees. This was right around the time, because in the Chicago weather, the snow is actually melting. So it's way above like 35 degrees and rising. So anything below that, we do not let the rabbits go out, and I recommend you don't. Usually a snowball will like to come out and maybe dig in the snow or hop around or look around or play. Now she's going in saying it's not for me. Okay, now that you'll see we have a new puppy that took the place of Sherry. He's pretty much young and he keeps sleeping. The vest that you see is actually Snowball's old vest because he's a little bit too on the small side. That's like an XX small. Until we have a harness that we can walk him around. He's all pooped out. Over there, Snowball keeping an eye on him. Actually, Snowball in the last couple of days has been hopping in his face and even trying to help out and all. Even the first night, the puppy didn't want to bark at all. Maybe whimper when he's crying and he's lonely in his bedtime. Just sleeping away. But the room that they play in is basically the back room. That's Snowball's favorite room. If anything, when she was first brought here as a baby bunny, we used to have, before we changed the room around, her cage and all like that, where she played at was the back room. So even if you open up the door, she went running straight toward the back room and hoping that everybody sit back there with her, because that's her, thinking that was the family room. Because we used to look at TV and stuff. Now Snowball, now Winter is doing the same thing. Okay, this is Winter coming up the steps. He can go up the stairs, but he can't not go down, and he's like pooped out again. Rabbit actually came and ran around him and uh tried to help him out a little bit a couple of times. We didn't get it on videotape. My daughter is talking about once when the dog went up, the rabbit followed him and went around up the stairs, came down around, and then because he was whimpering and all like that, she tried to help him by nosing him down. Actually, my daughter brought the dog down, and Snowball went to her just to lay down. So he got back up and looked for something. So he's sleeping on her. Okay, if you like this video, and if you want to see more of Snowball the rabbit and Winter the puppy, or any of our other videos that we tend to do on this web page or YouTube, please like, subscribe, share. Thank you.